name is Jason Kincaid. This is a PowerPoint presentation for the Leadership Capstone course at CVTC, and it is Leadership Traits at TTM Technologies. The purpose of this study was to examine the aspects of a positive culture of organizations and leaders' responsibility to create that culture. For the review of literature, organizational culture is defined by Nomen Nectar in 2015 as a set of rules and standards which lead to behavior of its members through words, interpersonal relationships, and gestures. Also, the leadership is about predicting the future and fostering followers to change. So within this research, the proof that positive work cultures are more productive by Emma Seppala and Kim Cameron in 2015 states creating a positive and healthy culture for your team rests on a few major principles. Michael Pohl in 2017 published an article called 5 Characteristics of a Positive Work Environment. This is where he talks about the work environment being everything that forms a part of your employees' involvement in the work itself. Now, during my research, I did find some disadvantages that were stated. So the disadvantage of corporate culture by Sophie Johnson states culture tells people how they should behave and interact, strive for, communicate, how decisions are made, and how much independence they can enjoy within the company. However, culture is a double-edged sword. When it's negative, culture saps a small business and its people. In another article by Bell B. Cooper, your positive work culture might be making your team less productive. It might seem counterintuitive to talk about the downside of being positive, but there are 2 main ways positivity can affect or can lead to negative effects. When it's overly positive, or when you're trying to be positive always. So the problem statement with this research is if an organization does not start out positive, it may have a hard time changing its culture. People in general do not like change. Any change that does need to happen should be done in steps and not all at once. Building trust and confidence in the employees needs to happen before the real change will take place. The theoretical framework is as follows. Leadership traits needed to obtain a positive culture. So Spears in 2002 listed 10 leadership characteristics. These leadership characteristics are listening, empathy, healing, awareness, persuasion, conceptualization, foresight, stewardship, commitment to growth of people, and building a community. Now, the positive aspects of these are encourage happy employees, promote collaboration, inspire creativity. They also lead to lower absenteeism, less errors and defects, higher productivity, and higher profitability for the company. Now, the negative aspects of the workplace culture. Too much positivity could lead to less motivation, pay less attention to detail. They could be more selfish, indulge in more risky behaviors, negative effects on critical thinking, and they tend to be more gullible. So understanding both sides of the positive and negative effects are necessary to evaluating the type of culture and creating a balance within those workplace cultures. Leaders that are building a positive workplace environment that understand the techniques and the outcomes of these cultures will be better able to make adjustments and create the best working culture for their application. I used a quantitative analysis for my research design. I sent a survey to 8 leaders that work at the TTM Technologies organization in the Chippewa Falls plant. These leaders consisted of supervisors, managers, and directors. The purpose of the study was to gain insight into what the leaders in the Chippewa Falls plant thought about a positive workplace culture and the traits that were involved in creating and maintaining that culture. So what were our results? Through these surveys, the traits that leaders need to promote a positive work culture came out as a positive attitude, good communication skills. They need to promote teamwork, respect fairness and consistency, maintain confidentiality, promote growth, address issues immediately, and work with the team, not above. So what are the positive aspects? Impressive results through throughput. The workplace is more pleasant as a whole. Employee retention and morale is up. There is improved productivity, less sick days. Negative people are less likely to act out and more likely to look at things in a positive light. People go home feeling better about what they did during the day, and they're more excited to come to work the next day. And they're more likely to encourage their friends to apply. So as you can see on the pie chart, it was a pretty big result for improved production. Half of the people I surveyed said improved production is definitely the biggest thing. Employee retention came in second at 30%, and less sick days came in as a big one too at 20%. The negative aspects, the majority of the people that answered the survey, 75% of them, said there was no negative aspects. There was some people that had a few. One being having a consistent positive attitude can give employees the impression that leaders may be a pushover. When business takes extensive measures to create a positive work environment, it may seem forced. And one person said you simply cannot please everyone. So the recommendations for creating a positive work environment based on the data that was collected was always be on the lookout for positive attitudes from your employees and make sure you promote them. Touch base with your employees every day. Get to know them on a personal level. Building a relationship will help build trust. Know your employees' capabilities and limitations. Don't expect them to do more than they are capable of doing. Be an effective communicator. Be open and honest. And lead by example. Be positive, and those around you will be positive. Thank you for listening to the presentation. I look forward to hearing your feedback.